the old man who loves his sports and he won't shut up, but he knows his stuff. Every day on the back, find out.
Hey everybody out there, this is Opa, back for the Ask Opa show. If you notice, I'm in a different location today. I'm no longer going to be doing my show out of my house. I've done some venturing out there this past week and I've had a lot of fun. It's been really good. If you notice my surroundings here, I'm in front of a radio station booth. I've got mics, I've got technical equipment and everything. And basically what happened is I decided to give it a shot. I went to a radio station here at the Abbotsford campus for the University of Fraser Valley. And I approached them and seen if I could do a show on the radio for a talk show for an hour about sports and basically community sports, how things are going out here. I'm really enjoying this. This is a lot of fun. I've never done radio in my life, but I am so jacked up about this. This is a lot of fun. I'm going to be on here Wednesday nights, hopefully talking to you guys for an hour with open mic for anybody that wants to come in and talk to me about sports. I'll be doing some phone-ins as well. My guests will be coming here, and I'll also be doing telecast live. My show, Ask Opa podcast on YouTube, will be done right here in the radio station here at University of Fraser Valley campus. I'm excited. This is a whole new venture for me. I am having a blast doing all this sports stuff. I've been meeting a lot of people in the community, trying to get aspects on the community sports as much as, of course, the professional levels that I've done. You can see wearing my Montreal Canadiens jersey today. I've been doing a lot of talking with the younger coordinators for hockey, figuring out some hockey things I could still finish off with for the next part of the season, as well as, of course, the NHL playoffs are coming up. I'm looking forward to the playoffs. It's going to be really interesting playoffs this year. Hopefully Vancouver Canucks and the Montreal Canadiens make the playoffs. Of course, you could tell I'm not a Canucks fan. I'm a Montreal Canadiens. But I'm looking forward to the season. Martin St. Louis, my head coach for the Montreal Canadiens, who I think has done a pretty good job with the young kids. He's got them moving really good. Nick Suzuki, their captain, is starting to get to form as well. I think the Montreal Canadiens are doing well. So I'm going to be talking about my team, of course, in the next couple weeks, hopefully if they make the playoffs and everything goes good. I know the Vancouver Canuck fans here in the Fraser Valley and the Lower Mainland area of British Columbia are cheering for their Vancouver Canucks. Quinn Hughes looks like he's getting back to form. He's looking really good. Thatcher Demko, though, unfortunately, I don't know if he's going to be back for the playoffs, and if he is, how healthy he's going to be. So that's a bit of a loss again. Last year you lost him in the finals when you were playing Edmonton, so we could have used him. But it's going to be exciting. Vancouver Canucks are going to make it a run, see if they can make the playoffs. Right now, the other Canadian teams that everybody talks about always is Winnipeg. Of course, they're right up there. They're one of the best Canadian teams this year of all. Excuse me. It's going to be exciting. We've got a lot of good players this year for teams in Canada. Of course, Edmonton always has a great team, and Toronto and everything. But I feel both Edmonton and Toronto are lacking goaltenders. I think Skinner for the Edmonton Oilers, I don't feel he's up to the snuff. I don't think he's good enough to get them to a Stanley Cup. I think the team is, but I don't think he's the goalie that's going to get you that victory that they lost out last year to Florida. The goalie for the Toronto Maple Leafs have always been problems with goaltending. They got a good young goalie now. I believe his name is Lull or something. I'm not sure of it, but he's not a bad goaltender. But I still, Edmonton and Toronto, unless you get that top goaltender, I don't think you're going to win the Stanley Cup. You've just got to have a goalie that can pull you through a game that you're not playing well. He'll shut the other team out, and you only need one goal, and you can win the game. So I'm hoping to see him do really well today. I've been a fan of hockey for a long time. I still am enjoying more watching the little kids play their games and seeing the emotions on their face than watching the NHL and everything. I don't know. It's just tough to sometimes cheer on those guys that are making so much money when I could just drive down the street, go catch a kid's hockey game and see the excitement and how, I mean, they're not going to be as good and skillful and everything, but it's a lot of fun to watch and I really enjoy it. Now that I'm going to be on the radio station here, I'm going to be doing a lot more of community sports, of course, not just professional levels. And I've been invited already to a tournament in, not this Sunday coming up, but the following Sunday, I've been invited to a tournament in Chilliwack. U18, hopefully. It's a big tournament. TELUS Cup, I believe. I'm going to be trying to get into there and do some interviewing and talking, get a media pass. I am just loving life right now. This sports stuff is the best thing I ever could have done, and I'm so much enjoying it, going to meet people, talking all types of sports. I love it. I just think it's the best thing ever. It's a lot of fun, and I don't think I'm ever going to get tired of it. Hopefully it leads me into bigger and better things, but the radio station is awesome here. Getting to use this equipment now is going to help me out so much more. I hope the video quality you're going to see is better. I hope the editing is going to be better for you. Otherwise, I want to thank my producer from past, Alexis Hart, started this show with me. She's been amazing. She's my niece, but she's been great help. Since I've come to UFV, she's informed me that she couldn't help me anymore because it's gone really hard for her to try to do that and be with her family and do that stuff. So she's basically given me the rest of the information to go here, and I've met a couple people that are helping me out with getting my producing done and everything. But I really wanted to thank her for the help. She was awesome. I know she's going to check up on it once in a while. I'll keep viewing it, and I hope that's good. She'll tell her friends. But shout out to you, Alexis Hart. Thank you. Love you, and hope journey continues well for you. As for me, well, bigger and better. Opa's looking like he's going to have a lot of fun. Radio broadcasting now, doing more live interviews, going to watch all these sports events, talk to the coaches, talk to the players, tell the city of Abbotsford what's all going on here, pop into Chilliwack, go to Mission, catch some football games, all that stuff. And I always will tie all my youth sports into the professional levels because I love watching the pros play, of course. I mean, they are still the pros, and it is fun to watch. So, yeah, that's about it for the first part of my show. It's not going to be a long show today, but it'll be a good one. I hope you like it. Like I said, I've talked a little bit about hockey. It's going to be exciting playoffs. I'd love to see all Canadian teams make the Stanley Cup, like the playoffs to get to the Stanley Cup. Sure be nice to see a Canadian team win the Stanley Cup. We haven't seen it for a long time, and it'd be great to see if they could do it. So I just want to say thank you again to Alexis Hart for being my producer. And the show is growing, I hope. I hope all you fans get a chance to watch it. We'll talk lots more hockey. Next week, I'm going to be doing some more hockey talk about the playoffs coming up and how the teams are looking. I'll probably have a hockey guest on next week on the radio and on, hopefully, if I'm on the radio next week. They're just approving me right now to see if I'm going to get in, which they basically told me it's not a problem. So that should be fun once I start doing the radio. But I'll be back next Thursday. We'll be talking a lot about hockey, of course. Maybe not be wearing my Montreal jersey. It's getting a little tight for Opa still. He's got to lose a bit weight to make that jersey fit a little bit better. But otherwise, yeah, you'll see me here. From now on, I'll be here every Wednesday, either doing the radio spot, but I'll be doing my podcast here, having my guests, just having a wonderful time doing this. This is great, and I totally enjoy it. So I will be back in a few minutes. We're going to talk baseball, a lot of baseball, because I do love my baseball. I love my Blue Jays, and I hope you like it. My new producer, I'll be introducing you to her next episode. But for today, she'll be trying to dub and learn about a lot of the stuff that I've done on my show. I hope you guys like my show. I'll be right back, and we'll talk some baseball, okay? Thanks a lot. Opa out.
Here's the old man who loves his sports and he won't shut up, but he knows his stuff. Every day on the back, fight out, be decide. He was dance, back out from the scratch.
Hey everybody, Opa's back. As you can see, I've changed jerseys, gone from my hockey favorite team, Montreal Canadiens, to my now favorite baseball team, Toronto Blue Jays. Very proud of my Blue Jays. Been a fan for a long time. Again, as I've already said to you once before, I hope you like this scenario, the surroundings of everything around me now. I'm doing this show from the radio broadcast area here at the Abbotsford campus of University of Fraser Valley. So I'm excited for this. Now you get to see me doing this again, doing all types of sports. My next segment is now about baseball. I'm excited about it. It's going to be a big year of baseball. Recently, I was down at the Abbotsford Cardinals baseball field here in Abbotsford, British Columbia at a place called Del Air Park. I'm going to be also interviewing them within the next couple of weeks. Their new head coach, former big league player, and I've got some young players on the team that look favorable to make the pros one day. We're going to do interviews with them. So I'm really excited about the Abbotsford Cardinals. That's going to be a lot of fun. I will be going down and doing some of their games using this radio broadcasting system now that they're letting me do. I'm hoping to take some of these games and do live radio broadcasts from the baseball park, doing the games for the Cardinals and airing them on my show. It'd be a lot of fun if I could do that. I'll have to talk to the people here at the radio station and allow me to do a play-by-play game of one of the Abbotsford Cardinals. That'll be a lot of fun. I know they just recently played the UFV Fraser Valley team from the university here, and it was a fun game. So luckily, it's going to be good to see them come out and play too. They're playing this Saturday. They have a game, and I'll probably be down at the field taking a look at their team, watching them, and seeing how they do. I'm excited about it. The Toronto Blue Jays are a great team. I've loved them for a long time. I know they haven't won a World Series for quite a while. I'm hoping they're going to do a lot better. I'm not a fan of Mark Machiro and Ross Atkins. One's the president, one's the general manager of the Blue Jays. I don't feel they're running the team properly, but I hope they're going to be running it better and better. So we'll be talking about the Blue Jays organization and throughout the season. I'll be definitely talking about Vladdy Guerrero, Bo Bichette. Vladdy, of course, didn't sign a big contract, so we're hoping he's going to have a great season, though, to prove how good he is to the other teams, unless Blue Jays sign him again. George Springer, he's one of my favorite Blue Jays. I love the guy. He's got a great atmosphere. He's been on a World Championship team with the Houston Astros. So I think George is going to have a good year this year, better than he did last year. He got injured quite a few times. But I like him. I love him on the team. I think he's a good guy. He seems like a lot of fun, and I just think he's got great attitude. Blue Jays are going to up against some tough teams this year, of course, the New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles. And you can never count on Boston Red Sox. So that's going to be a lot of fun to watch them. There's a lot of good players this year, and I don't know a lot of the changes of players that have been there, but I know, of course, you guys all know New York Yankees, Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers winning the World Series last year. In one inning, I think there was 4 errors committed by the Yankees that threw them the World Series. Doesn't matter how much you pay all the guys in the world to come. If they don't gel and they don't play the right way, that's it for baseball. You can lose that 1 inning and can't come back sometimes because of the pitching quality. So that was a bad inning for them that cost them the World Series. I know they want to get back to it. Dodgers, well, what else can we say about the Dodgers? They've got the money. They've paid for some of the best players in the world. They look like really good. Another good team again this year. But I'm going to stick to my Toronto Blue Jays. Go Blue Jays. I just want to say I'm looking forward to watching the Abbotsford Cardinals play this year. I'm going to get involved a lot more with community sports, especially the baseball for the kids in the summer. I'll be outside doing videos and interviews with a lot of the kids out there, their parents, and talking baseball too. Who do they think is going to win the World Series? How do they watch? Do they go down to Seattle and catch the Blue Jays? Vancouver Canadians have great baseball atmosphere if you go out there, which I'm hoping to do one of my shows out there this year. I enjoy baseball a lot. I grew up playing baseball from a young kid. BC is the only province that we run our soccer program in the winter, the same as hockey. So I grew up playing soccer in the winter, baseball in the summer. I love baseball. I thought I was going to make it there. If I didn't make it in soccer, I thought I'd make it in baseball. I always liked to play. I was a center fielder. My nephew was an outstanding baseball player. Scouted by the majors when he was young. He was like 14, and he was getting already looked by majors for his ability. He could hit the ball like crazy out of the park. He's a good young catcher. I've just always grown up with baseball in our life. My dad coached it. My brother played it. I played it. My sister was the scorekeeper. My mom was running concessions. We had a lot of fun. It was a family atmosphere, and I loved it a lot. So I'll be out at the Abbotsford Cardinals game if you want to come by and say, hey, Opa, how are you? And maybe if you want to talk a little bit on my show, I'm always game for people coming on the show and talking. You don't have to be a celebrity to go on a show and have some fun and talk about sports. I think anybody can do it. And I love when people come on the air and they want to talk to me or something like that. I just love it. I love talking about sports, and I love meeting people that like sports. You could talk any subject with me, even if we're at a baseball game and you want to talk about something else. As long as it's sports, I got no problem with it. I love it. Let's have a lot of fun talking about baseball this year. It's going to be a crazy year again. Baseball's a longer season. They play so many games. I know every day I came home from work when I was working at the company I left. I was coming home every day, turning on the TV and watch my Blue Jays play. I loved it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it, and I love watching the games. I know they're adding different aspects to it all the time. They're looking this year at the pitching area, the strike zone, to see if they're going to allow what they're doing this year in pre-training, where they're allowing the catcher or the batter to question a call and say, I want to check it on the replay on the camera. Wow, that's crazy. I've never heard of that before, but they're trying it out this year. So it should be an interesting thing. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Otherwise, no, you know what? It's going to be a great year this year. I hope you guys like my new venue. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I got mics, I got everything. I mean, I'm all set. It's going to be great. I really appreciate UFV letting me do this. I hope all you fans out there on the Ask Opa podcast show check me out on the radio as well, and vice versa. Please join me. Let's talk sports. Let's have fun. Let's talk. If you want to talk about your kids' games, I'm good for it. If you want to talk about university sports, let's go for it. You want to talk about the pros, let's go for it. I love talking to people about it. And if you have different opinions than me, bring them on. That's the best way to do it. If you question something I've said and you think you know better, hey, let's talk. I have no problem. I can talk 24/7 about sports, and I really like it. Also, just to let you know, before I sign out for the day and for today's show, I'm going on to Friday night. I'm going to the Abbotsford curling rink right out here in Abbotsford, and I'm gonna meet with this VP of their operations here, the Abbotsford curling rink, and they've got a big bonspiel going on. It's bonspiel is a word for curling, for a tournament, whatever, and they're having I think it's the BC Senior Opens. They've got some former world champions that are going to be there. I'm going to be interviewing people tomorrow night at the curling rink. It's going to be a lot of fun. Good guys talking about curling. I know for you young kids, you may not know so much about curling, but it's a great sport. It's like a giant shuffleboard, right? It's a lot of fun. I've only done it once, really liked it, thought it was cool, but just haven't had time to even get on a team or get into it much. But I'm going to have some fun interviewing a few people, talking about it. Right now, the World Championships is going on. The Tournament of Hearts and the Briar just went by. Those are two of the biggest events in Canada for curling. Now the winners go on to the World Championships, which should be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. So yeah, check out my podcast show. You know it's Opa here. And look next week. We're going to have bigger and better things happening now. I've got a beautiful station. I'm going to have more guests coming on my show. And I'm excited. I know today wasn't exactly the greatest show, but it gave you a lot more information and everything. And yeah, bigger and better things to come. Please don't lose me as podcast, YouTube, or whatever. How would you say it? Come and watch me. Please join on the YouTube. Watch me, Ask Opa. And if you want to call me, call me. You want to talk on the radio, we'll do that. If you want to come on my stage and have an interview with me this way, like come and meet with me for talking about sports or me interviewing you, let's have some fun, okay? This is Opa signing out, saying see you next week. And don't be afraid to ask Opa, okay? Bye. Hey everybody, this is Opa from the Ask Opa podcast show. I'm here doing a show on this year's baseball season coming up. We've got the Abbotsford Cardinals and we've got the UFCV baseball team. I'm looking forward to an exciting year. It's going to be a lot of fun coming out to summertime and watching the ball games. I'm going to be meeting with the head coach of the Abbotsford Cardinals soon, and he's got a couple of young studs that I think they're going to make it into the major leagues, and I'd like to meet them too. I'm looking forward to a good, fun season. I'm going to do some minor league little kids, interview some of the kids and the games and who they like in the major leagues. We'll be talking, of course, about the major leagues this year with the Toronto Blue Jays and everything. But it's fun to get out here, and I'm going to do as much as I can to publicize the city of Abbotsford and Chilliwack and Mission and get their ball teams out here, do some shows on the baseball team. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I love baseball. I played it as a young kid, and I've always grown up loving it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So check my show out, Ask Opa, on the podcast YouTube, and hopefully you'll get to see your son or your players or fans of the game
come on, watch the interview and see what you think about everything. This is Opa signing out, saying, hey, check out my show, check out the podcast. Thanks a lot. Bye.